everybody. Welcome. My name is Jim. My channel is More Sunshine, Please. This is my Tuesday night live stream. I do it just about every Tuesday at 7:30. Thank you so much for joining me. Peter P., you are the first one in here. Welcome and hello. Thanks for being here. Let me see. I always feel like I'm not ready. So coming up, we've got pictures and video of Walt Disney World construction. I also have our Disney trivia question of the day. And we also have some Walt Disney World news. So I'm going to get to all that. I was at the parks on Saturday and was able to take a lot of video of the different, there's construction everywhere. The only park I didn't go to was Animal Kingdom. So at Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Magic Kingdom, I was able to get some pictures and video of the construction. So if you're interested, stick around and see what I got. Jack Sandy Claus Logan, welcome. Thank you for being here. All right, let's get into the news. The Lucky Minute, hey, thanks for being here. Welcome. All right, so our first Disney news story, I'll wait for more people to come on in, but here's the problem again, and it's only a problem because I'm not doing anything about it. I set up an event, and that's one YouTube video, and then I go live, and it's a totally separate YouTube video. So if people are waiting for that event to show up, it's not happening. Hopefully, they're getting the notification that, hey, I'm over here. So I got to work on that. Mouse Talk, thank you so much for being here. Mouse Talk, 8 o'clock tonight. So after me, check out Mouse Talk. And Noah, welcome. AJC Magic TV, welcome. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. So let's get into this. Our first news story is this one. Okay. Specialty Coca-Cola bottles that will be offered at Galaxy's Edge at Hollywood Studios. They're going to limit 3 per guest. These are available at Cat Saka's Kettle in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. If you are not familiar with what these things look like, hang on, I'll put it up here. Give me 1 second. And it is, there it is. I hope you can see that. But you can see how they're round. They look like BB-8 over here. They got some crazy tops there with extra plastic. So in the Dasani bottle, and I enjoy Star Wars. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not enough of a Star Wars fan to know what that language is called. I know there's a language, so if somebody can fill us in on the chat, there is a particular language that the Coke logo and the Dasani and the Sprite and Diet Coke. This is keeping in with the theme of Galaxy's Edge. So when you purchase this at Cat Saka's Kettle, you can get this, and you'll notice there are 4 items there that you can purchase, but they're limiting each person to only 3 of them. So strategically, they're either making you get back in line if you want the whole set, or they're using this to maintain their stock so they don't run out quite as fast. I don't know. But that's interesting. They wouldn't let you get one of each in one fell swoop like that. Let's see who else is here. Zippity Doodab, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Lissa Stenberg, thank you. And welcome. Disney World Adventures, hi. Thank you for being here. Are you guys interested in collecting these? Do you want the whole set? Is just one cool with you? I was thinking myself, as I look at them, I don't know if I need all of them. I think I'd like the Dasani bottle. and maybe the Coke. Uh, I don't know if I need the other ones. If I were to get any of them, I think number one would be the Dasani bottle. I think that looks really sharp. The other ones look like BB-8 kind of to me, sort of. Um, I don't know. I'm not the biggest collector in the world. I don't do pins. Um, yeah, so collecting. It's not. If I were a collector, though, this would be a pretty neat thing to have. Um, Especially if I were there day one, maybe. Part of Rose's World. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Diz Life of Ours. Thank you so much for being here. Um, yeah, what are you guys saying about the language is Arabesh, I think. That sounds familiar, and even if it doesn't sound familiar, I'm going to say so as if I were in the know, but I'm not necessarily. Um, yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's cool they're doing this, but I can take it or leave it. But I'll be there and I'll get one. Who am I kidding? Okay, so that was that story. Cargo, welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Nathan Retta, welcome. Let's get to the second news story. This is about a new Toy Story 4 Magic Band being available at Walt Disney World. And it's Forky, the new character in Toy Story 4. I think I've got that. At least my plan was to have that. There it is. This is the new Magic Band. And as you can see, well, there's the Magic Band there. And it comes in this retro box, which confuses me because this is a homemade toy, which didn't come in a box. But I'm overthinking it. This Magic Band comes in this retro-looking box. It says the original handmade friend over here. So it's kind of cool. I've yet to purchase a specialty Magic Band in my life. I've never done that. I've always just gone with the solid color that is available to you when you get your annual pass or your tickets or whatever. But now they have 30 new Magic Bands available to upgrade to when you get your reservations or you get your annual pass. So I don't know if this is one of the 30. I doubt it. This is actually, I know it's not. It's a limited edition. They'll only make 3,500 of these. They'll be available at the Beverly Sunset Boutique or Toy Story Land at Hollywood Studios, and it will also be available at World of Disney at Disney Springs, and I think they're available today. I hit the button too quick. Sorry about that. Steve's World, I saw you in here. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into the... let me check the chat. Let's see. I bought a Magic Band once, but only because it was $1.99 at the Character Warehouse, says Cargo. That's when I would be most likely to purchase one. Would be at the Character Warehouse. Does it make special noises when you use it? Are you talking about the Magic Band? I think. Lucky Minute? I don't know. AJC Magic TV. I have the 30th anniversary Magic Band and Epcot's 35th. That's cool. To commemorate the parks, those are the ones I would most likely have. I wish they would have Magic Bands in California. Yes, someday, perhaps. Hello, RVing to Disney. Welcome to the show. I'm trying, I mentioned this last week, I'm trying to read the chat, but not have dead air, not be silent. So I'm going to do my best, and if I miss somebody's comment or something in the chat, I do apologize. Peter P says, I have a Simba Magic Band. Very cool. So anybody interested in this one? I know we haven't seen the movie yet. But I don't know. We've seen the trailer. It looks like a silly new character. One, no doubt, that will tug at our heartstrings. Steve's World. I'm going to get my first special magic band when they let us upgrade for $10. Do you know which one you're going to get? I don't know if they had a. Well, I know they do. I don't know if one of the 30 available to upgrade to is a Pirates or a Haunted Mansion one. Those are the ones I'd be most likely to upgrade to, or a Star Wars one, or a Marvel one. Any of them. I'll do any of them. I guess is what I'm saying. Noah says, I really hope Magic Kingdom will have 50th anniversary merchandise. I think that's a given. You just gotta wait till 2021. AJC Magic TV is responding to the sounds question. They make sounds at the park it represents. I hope you heard the answer. Okay. Steve's World is not a fan of Forky. I'll be honest, neither am I. But I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm gonna give Forky a chance, and I gotta be careful when I say that name. Okay, Matthew and Lauren, welcome. What's up with you guys? Thanks for being here. Let's get to Disney story number 3, and this kind of has to do with what we just talked about. This is Mickey's of Hollywood is now closed for refurbishment at Disney's Hollywood Studios. If you're not familiar, when you first walk into the park and you look down toward the Chinese theater, the whole row of shops on the left, that's Mickey's of Hollywood pretty much. And it's like the Emporium at the Magic Kingdom, where you go in one door on one end. It goes the whole stretch of the street. You know what I mean? So you can go in on one end of the Emporium and then head all the way down to Casey's at the other end and stay inside. So all those are connected on the inside. Same thing with Mickey's of Hollywood. They are refurbing this. Says the shop will be closed through September of 2019. And that's not the only one that's closed at Hollywood Studios. Keystone Clothiers and Legends of Hollywood are also closed for similar remodeling projects. And but the store's on the other side of Hollywood Boulevard, which is the street, that first street there. Like Hollywood 5 and 10 and the other ones over there. Those are still open. And now much busier. So yeah, there's that. Okay, I see Kay Atwood is here. Thank you so much for being here. Talking about Duke Kaboom. I know I missed that. So Lucky Minute is asking, do you think Forky Band will make noises in Toy Story Land? I don't know. Personally, there was nothing in that news story that mentioned that, but we'll see. Interesting. I actually didn't know any of the Magic Bands made special noises in particular locations, so that's news to me. Walt says there aren't going to be any merchandise shops open at Hollywood Studios anymore. Yeah, seemingly when all you guys are there in August, it seems like half the stores are going to be closed, so that's interesting. There are 2 other news stories I didn't print out. The first one is, wait, I wrote it down somewhere. Oh yeah, okay, here it is. Tim Conway. Disney legend Tim Conway passed away at age 85. I loved Tim Conway. I thought he was so funny. Of course, on the Carol Burnett Show. He's a Disney legend because he was in the Apple Dumpling Gang. I have seen that movie, but I don't think I've seen it in over 40 years, and I just don't remember it. It must be good, because even though I don't remember it, it seems like I have fond memories of it. I just have fondness of it. I don't have fond memories. I don't have any memories. I know he was in that movie. Do you guys remember that movie? Have you seen it lately? I will watch it when Disney Plus starts up. I can tell you that. But yeah, I just don't remember it. Anyway, Tim Conway, I loved him from the Carol Burnett Show, and they were breaking character and making each other laugh on that show back in the 70s, before Saturday Night Live or anybody was doing it and use it now as a source for audience laughter. They were doing it way back then. Tim Conway could make Harvey Korman laugh at the drop of a hat, and it was such a joy to watch. I always enjoy that. Did you guys enjoy that when they would do that? Or did that take you out of the sketch they were doing? I always liked it. Pardon me. Dean, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Let's see, AJC Magic TV. I remember a lot of stuff he was in. Apple Dumpling Gang. He was funny. So you remember it. Mouse Talk. He was amazing. Love watching him. You just watched Apple Dumpling Gang. And Apple Dumpling Gang Rides again a few weeks ago. So I'm assuming you enjoyed the first one enough to watch the second one. I forgot there was a second one. But you're right. It rings a bell now. Cargo telling us when she was born. Mrs. O'Wiggins, yes, indeed. That was a really funny sketch on the Carol Burnett show. Back to the Magic Band, Steve is saying that his niece has a avatar, one that makes noise in Pandora. See, that's news to me. I didn't know. One, I guess, because it didn't much matter because I wasn't interested in purchasing a specialty Magic Band at the time, but I didn't know they made noise. That's cool. So yeah, all right. So rest in peace, Tim Conway. What else? Something else. I don't have a picture of. Oh, I do. Disney. Let me see. I wrote this over here, and I don't have my glasses, so pardon me while I bring this closer. Disney gains full control over Hulu after a deal with Comcast. And this is effective immediately. Now, Disney is coming out with their streaming service, Disney Plus. That was in November, right? So that's coming out in November. And it's going to have all family-friendly programming on there. Disney also owns Hulu, another streaming service. This is where they're going to house some of the not so family friendly things they have to offer, like Deadpool, for example. I would imagine is going to go on Hulu. So there's a reason Disney wanted full control over Hulu and not just partial control. Anyway, it turns out this deal's worth at least $9.2 billion. And again, that takes effect today, I believe. They own control. Now, they're going to... if you are subscribed to Hulu, this isn't going to affect you right away as far as what other programming is on there. For example, NBC Universal just re-upped their agreement with Hulu, so any NBC shows that you like to watch on Hulu, they're going to stay for a few years yet. And I think it'll be a few years before anything is dropped and picked up by, say, Netflix or something like that. Something Disney doesn't have much interest in. But this is interesting news for those not-so-family-friendly Disney offerings. They're going to go on Hulu. Let's check the chat. Tree Villa, welcome to the show. A. Collier, sorry I'm late. No problem. Thanks for being here. The Shep family, thanks so much for being here. Good crowd tonight, everybody. What'd you think? We were talking, if you're just joining us. Walt says he has to head out. He's getting ready for his own stream, and I will be there after my show. So everybody check out Mouse Talk at 8 o'clock or after my show, whatever comes second. And check them out. It's always a fun show, and I enjoy having that place to go to after my own show. So that's Mouse Talk. So thanks for being here. I know that when I'm getting ready for my show, I can't concentrate on anything else other than what I'm about to talk about. I guess because I don't prepare any other time other than the half hour before my show starts. So that's on me. But for example, I know Chris, Disney World Adventures, was on before me. I just couldn't get there in time. My pleasure, Walt. Thank you. Uber Wisdom Videos, welcome, Jason and Bridget. Thank you so much for being here. Uh, what else? All right, so check the chat. Are we talking about um, Tim Conway? We did that. I think we can move on. So let's move on to the video I got this week. If you saw Steve's World's show yesterday, he did such a great job of gathering information about all the stuff that's coming to Walt Disney World. I went to the parks on Saturday and I was interested in seeing some of this stuff. And I got some things to show you. I wanted to show you. So this first thing I'm going to show you is my ride on the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover. I couldn't decide if I wanted to say that whole thing or just TTA. But as you may or may not know, you get a really good view of where the Tron roller coaster will be in Tomorrowland. So let's take a look at it. Here it is. Little laggy, isn't it? I hope my laptop can handle this. So also, they had shut down the Speedway for a little bit. That's set to reopen this week, I think on Saturday, the 18th. They've shortened the track a little bit to make room for what will be the Tron roller coaster that will be just behind the Speedway and to the side of Space Mountain. Now you can see the last time I was at the Magic Kingdom, they did not have anything erected like this, so this was fun to watch and see the beginnings of what will be the track, I think, inside of this indoor roller coaster. We've seen the cranes, certainly, and we've seen other excavation in this area, but I thought it was exciting to see, oh, they're finally building. So that was the Tron ride. I also, what do I have lined up here next? Oh, okay. So from the Magic Kingdom, no, actually that was the last one I went to. Before the Magic Kingdom, I went to Epcot and I took some video of the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster, another indoor roller coaster. This is right near the entrance of the park, and you'll be able to see how visible it is from the entrance to the park. So here's the entrance to the park. Donna Jaworski, welcome. Thanks for being here. Captain Akron, or is it Akron? I know people say Akron 27. Thanks for being here. Those pillars held the track, yes. Okay, so there you could see the Guardians of the Galaxy building. Now this is from World Showcase, and you can see they painted the Guardians of the Galaxy building a sky blue, so it's less obtrusive. I thought that was really neat. I knew they were doing that, but I hadn't been able to see from a distance until now. That's a picture of the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster building. That's at the front of the park, and you can see where to keep sightlines relatively untouched is there's a better word I could have used for that, but I guess to have as little a footprint on the sky as possible, they painted it the same color as the sky. I think that's really neat. Frankly, my eyes are getting worse, so I had to really focus to see where this building was from World Showcase. You can also see on the left side they're still constructing this building. I would imagine they're going to paint that the same color as well when they're done with that. So, Bob and Ashley, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here and asking people to hit the like button. That helps. Thank you. Peter P's talking about having the whole park to himself. I think I missed that. I apologize. Captain Akron, please tell me how I say that name. I'm going to guess it's Akron, like the city, but if it's Akron, let me know. It does blend in pretty well, and that's like when they paint the garbage cans that particular shade of green. And I forget what they call that. Disney has given that shade of green a name, and that's to blend in with its surroundings. It's like a camouflage of sorts. I mean, it's a solid color, but it kind of blends in with things. Uh, Lucky Minute loves the blue. It totally works. I agree. I think I can't believe how well that worked. I mean, I guess the sky, the sun has to cooperate for all that, but oh, Bob and Ashley had a blast at the DVC Moonlight event last night. That's right. They went to that, met a bunch of people. Waiting to hear about that. Cool. The paint schemes are very clever. Absolutely, Steve's World. Indeed. I wish they would do something to blend that well, so you don't see much of Galaxy's Edge from Toy Story Land. Yes. What can you do? Maybe they'll plant trees eventually, and they'll grow tall enough, bamboo, stuff like that, crazy alien trees. I don't know what they can do. But yeah, it would be neat. Another thing I did, and I didn't get it ready, but I rode Slinky Dog Dash, speaking of that, just so I could see Galaxy's Edge. And I was, when you, if you've ever ridden Slinky Dog Dash or have seen a video of it, you know you stop halfway through the ride. And then after you take off again, you make this sort of hairpin turn before you get on those humps. When you're on that turn, you get a really good look down at Galaxy's Edge. So I got some video of that, and my plan was to show you what Galaxy's Edge looked like on Saturday, but I don't have it ready. And frankly, you can see similar images elsewhere. Just the quick peek I could see while on the ride, I didn't see anything brand new there. So I guess I'm just making that excuse because I didn't have it ready for you. So I apologize. But okay, let's catch up with the chat. Kay Atwood agrees. I think the trees will grow and block the views. Disney Nerders, welcome to the show. I don't know if I welcomed you, but welcome. Lucky Minute says, my house is that color. My friends drive past it all the time because they can't see your house. That's a great idea. It looks white at night. I haven't seen it at night because I haven't been there at night yet. That's cool. Is it all lit up? Is that because they're shining things on it? I guess they'd have to, unless it's they got paint from Pandora. I don't know. I'm really tired. I'm sorry. Is the new Tron ride going to be like the one in Shanghai Disneyland? Asks Super Wisdom Videos, and I believe it is. I think it's the same ride. But if it's not, please correct me in the chat. Peter P says it's so hard to record on Slinky Dog Dash if you don't have a wrist mount. I just took my phone out of my pocket, set it to record at 60 frames a second so that I'd get as clean a screenshot as possible. And again, that was my plan. I just don't have it. I even thought about recording in 4K. I didn't know if that was necessary, though. Yeah. But what are you going to do? Dreamers Empire. What software are you using? I am using Streamlabs OBS or Slobs, as they say, as the insiders say. So I'm able to show a bit of video, some pictures. I'm about to show a slideshow of other construction from there. I edit some videos ahead of time, so when it's time for my trivia question, you'll see that as well. So yeah, I enjoy Streamlabs OBS or Slobs better than OBS Studio because it allows me to read the chat on the screen. D&G Explorers, welcome to the show. I've yet to burp, so I haven't mentioned you yet. I guess we're working on it. I also saw them clearing out an area where I think the Star Wars hotel will be. When I drove to Hollywood Studios, I could see some earth movers or some piles of dirt, and I think that's where the hotel's going to be eventually, but that's a long way away. Zippity Doodad said, great view from Sliggy. Absolutely. And actually, at the beginning of the ride, you get a pretty good view, too, because you're up high right before you get to Jesse and Rex. I think you can see it from there, too, because you're up higher. Bob and Ashley says, yes, exactly the same Tron ride, Jason. Yes. Okay, what else? Let's move on. Okay, so here's more construction. Here's these are pictures, and I've got this on a slideshow loop. There is a ton. There's Guardians of the Galaxy again. Here's the Ratatouille ride. I saw this from the bridge. You can see that over the building there. You can see them constructing the Ratatouille building. This is from the same location. This is one of the Skyliner towers right there by the International Gateway. Speaking of International Gateway, here it is. You can see they're building stuff down there on the ground as well. Perhaps to widen the entry to Epcot because there was only one or two MagicBand scanners there. This is the Skyliner station in the parking lot of Hollywood Studios, and from that location, I have taken 4 or 5 different pictures. We're starting the loop of pictures again. And on Instagram, I had started to post the different pictures. So you get like a time lapse of sorts of the construction of that particular Skyliner station. Man, I am tired. Okay, so we're just looking at the same pictures again, aren't we? I also took pictures of when I was at the Magic Kingdom, I took pictures of the walkway. They're expanding, widening the walkway between the castle and Sleepy Hollow Refreshments. So I had taken pictures of that. I didn't have that ready either. But imagine what you just looked at, but next to the castle. There, you saw it. Also, I took pictures I took the ferry back from Magic Kingdom to the TTC, and they were doing construction. It looked like they were maybe building more of an awning or a roof to that ferry dock station thing, whatever that's called. So I had that as well. I saw that. There was the transportation and ticket centers going through some renovation there as well. So they had a lot of that green fencing, temporary fencing up as well for that. Where are we now? So there was that. I think it's time for trivia. So let's get to it. Lots of people do the trivia, and I love that. I like having just one question a show, and here it is. You know, from the TTA People Mover in the Magic Kingdom, you go by the model of Progress City. Some of you may be aware that there are some words floating above that model. It's reflected. It's the same technique they use to have ghosts in the dining room at Haunted Mansion. It's a reflection, really. What do those words say? That's my trivia question for you. If you're not familiar, maybe you've seen the model a million times and never paid attention to the words floating above. They're blue words. And it's broken up into 4 segments, and it has a little message for us. And it's, I guess a hint would be, it's about Progress City itself. So, yeah, what do the floating words say above the model of Progress City as seen from the TTA People Mover? So, ponder that. Let me know in the chat. I'll wait a little bit. perhaps I'll read a bit of what's going on here. Again, I don't want a lot of dead air here, so I'm going to read through these quickly. Bob and Ashley like the informative Tuesday live stream. Well, thank you very much. I do a little bit of research, not as much as Steve did on Steve's World. If you haven't seen his show, go back and watch yesterday's Monday live stream with Steve's World. That was awesome. He showed a lot of stuff about what's coming up to Walt Disney World. It was really cool. This is just a supplement to his show, I guess. The artwork on the station is my favorite. The one at Epcot. And I guess today they just opened that up a little bit more so you can see more of it from the France Pavilion. So that's cool. Lots of new rides. Yes, Jason. Yeah, I can't wait either. It's Walt Disney World's. This is a real changing era. Man, I can't talk right now. Yeah, lots of stuff coming up. I'll just say that. My niece has gone on interviews for Galaxy's Edge. People will be everywhere. To AJC Magic TV, are you talking about being a cast member in Galaxy's Edge? That would be really cool. I think I saw that Zippity Doodad. Got to put PJ to bed. That kid's awesome. Good night. Thanks for stopping by, Patrick. Thank you for being here. If I've missed anybody in the chat, I'm going to put out a general welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're winding things down. Going back to the trivia question, though, does anybody know what the words say that are floating above the model of Progress City as seen from the People Mover? Did you even know that there were words there? Or if you did you even pay attention? You probably never thought I would ask you about that. Let me get Hulu off the screen. I forgot that was up there. Thank you so much, Dean. Bob says, well, you know how much research I do, so I'd say you do a plethora. Good word. Okay, comparatively, yes, I do a lot of research. I saw a video on the new tram and security area at Hollywood Studios. Well, that whole entrance, I think, opened up a bit today as well. I was there on Saturday. Disney Nerd Herders has our first guess as to what the words on the above the model of Progress City. Disney Nerd Herders, be sure to drink your Ovaltine. No, good guess. You're thinking of a movie. Peter P. I guess I never noticed it. Are you talking about the words? D&G says the words say dilly dilly. Sadly, they don't. But how awesome would that be? Let's get to the question one more time. The question, before I reveal the answer, what do the floating words say above the model of Progress City as seen from the TTA People Mover? Where do I have it? It's here. Here it is. It says, the city of tomorrow is a great electric machine working for you. Lucky Man said the world of tomorrow. It said the city of tomorrow. You were the closest. Here, I have a bit of video, so if you're not familiar, if you think I'm crazy, I am not. There are actually words floating above here. So I have a bit of video of it. I missed the beginning of it where it says the city of tomorrow, but I have the rest. Here it is. So there's the model you're all familiar with, or most of you. And there are the floating words above him. The city of tomorrow is a great electric machine working for you. Wait, did I have that right? Working for you. Yeah, I did. So, there's that. So thanks for playing trivia again. Nobody got that. Second week in a row. But thanks for playing. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. Usually, I plug the D&G Explorers show that happens on Wednesday. They're gonna take a break. They're not gonna do a show on Wednesday, but perhaps on Saturday. Have we decided if there's a Saturday show? Um, Let us know in the chat. I want to thank everybody for being here. What a great crowd, and thank you so much for your thumbs up and putting stuff in the chat, even though you know there's a great chance I'm gonna miss it. But I'm gonna head over to Mouse Talk shortly after I close down shop here. Mouse Talk, I don't know what he usually has a bracket or something going on, and I don't know what it is tonight, but he's doing it right now. He's been on for 11 minutes, so I want to thank everybody again. Moderators, thank you so much for being here. I will see you next Tuesday. I'll see you next week. I've got to stop saying that. And perhaps we'll see. What did I just click on? Sorry, folks. I plugged a mouse into my laptop. It's I'm getting used to that too. Okay, so again, thanks everybody. I don't have a thing I say normally at the end of my show. I know people want me to say, "Can I get some more sunshine, please?" But that sounds like a beginning line rather than an ending line. So thank you so much for your kind words, everybody. Part of Rose's World, Peter P, Disney Nerd Herders, Bob and Ashley, Pepper Tree Villa, D&G Explorers, everybody that was here, thank you so much. See you next week. Goodbye, everybody.